Red Raider fans, and welcome to another Red Raider contest. This is Gary McNeil, and I will be having Al Shellhouse with me tonight. We're going to be doing one of the soccer team's games. London's going against Washington Courthouse. You know London's what their record is?
6-4-1.
6-1-1?
6-4-1.
6-4-1. Okay, I'm talking to somebody in the stands there, and they give me the information that the record right now is like 6-4-1. And like I said, we're going against Washington Courthouse. I can give you some of the London players. We have, and I hope I pronounce it right, we have Owen Ryan, Ryan Hill, Brian Knowles, Tyler Bennett, Johnny Ivano, Eric Leslie, so far so good, Carl, Steve Baker, Steve Kreiner, or Craner probably, Dan Shellhouse, Brian Chin, and Eric Sisko. And the subs are Derek Eads, Jared Pickett, Brian John, Paul Lynch, that is, Gillian McLean, Josh Roach, and Brandon Clark. The head coach is Scott Spain, and assistant coach is Mark Ryan. This is a conference game, so sit back and get ready for some good soccer.
Because there had to
Do you know who their officials are? I see you on the officials.
Yeah, get the coins. There had to be a report from last year.
Yeah, I don't know who the officials are exactly, but I do know the one with the hat is from came all the way over from Zanesville tonight, and the other one sometimes does our Miami Trace games more when we go down to the southwest.
Is that coming out pretty clear? Okay. This mic picks up pretty good.
Does it?
Yeah. So what did you catch the toss? What is
I've never seen them even signal.
Yeah. We got about 6 minutes before game time starts.
Yeah.
There goes Nance. Nance taking his traditional ride down the track there to take them their water jug.
Yeah. One of the things about soccer is it really doesn't matter a whole lot who wins the toss, because possession changes so quickly. And now it might matter if the sun's going down right behind one goal, because if you lose, you get to pick, you don't get to pick which end of the field you want to defend.
Yeah. So when the sun's going down, you're talking about be right in your face? Or
right. That happens over on this field when the middle school plays, and
middle school plays out there?
Yeah, the local kids know if they win the toss, they want to give the ball away, because then they can pick which end.
Yeah, because usually once you give it away, it's just a matter of time where you get it back anyway.
Right.
I guess. I'm surmising. I might be getting ahead of myself.
Well,
the lineup.
Yeah. He's got them in here. As soon as he announces them, I'll take them, and we can have them right out here on there for the other team, because I don't know too many on the other team.
Well, one thing we have in our favor in this situation here is they don't get the program, so unless they've got some relation here,
it doesn't really.
It doesn't. It's not a
we could maybe
big
say
deal.
number 20 or something like that.
Here they come across the field. What's this here about?
Well, what they do is they come across the field, they split up, they announce the starting lineup and who's suited up, and then they just go back to their benches and come out and ready to play. So. That way everybody can see who's who.
It's pretty good.
Say one of our main starting players is out with a possible injury or something?
Yes, number 11, Michael Takis.
That hurt us very much?
Yeah, he's an impact player.
Welcome to Lolis Field, home of your London Red Raiders. Tonight there's a match between the Washington Courthouse Blue Lions and your London Red Raiders. The starting lineups for tonight's game is number 23, Brandon Penrod, number 2, Zach Collette, number 3, Andrew Wilson, number 4, Joey Fabadou, number 5, Daniel Willis, number 6, Nathan Reynolds, number 7, Kevin Dorfmeyer, number 9, Aaron Duvall, number 11, Adam Harper, number 12, John Burgess, number 18, Ben Nichols. The rest of the team, goalkeeper, Scott Monroe, Number 8, John Iris. Number 10, Dustin Doherty. Number 14, Tika Harika. Number 15, Kyle Trenner. Number 17, Matt Robeck. Number 20, Kenny Harris. And number 22, Ray Steechen. And the coaches for Worcester Courthouse is Brian Mitchell, John Huston, and Jeremy Fedez. The starting lineup for your London Red Raiders. Number 2, Owen Ryan. Number 3, Ryan Hill. Number 7, Ryan Lowe. Number 9, Tyler Bennett. Number 15, Johnny Vandu. Number 5, Eric Leslie. Number 22, Steve Baker. Number 21, Steve Reiner. Number 23, Dan Shellhouse. Number 13, Ryan Chen. Number 23, Eric Cisco.
23 is actually 12.
Number 4, Derek Eaton.
12.
Number 8, Jared Dickens. Number 17, Brian John. Number 1, Paul Lynch. Number 14, Gillian McLean. Number 20, Josh Lynch. Number 19, Brandon Clark, the head coach. For London is Scott Swain, assisted by Mark Ryan. Let's have a clean, good game, fellas.
It's Kreiner. Does he have a sister who plays?
Yeah, volleyball.
Now see, they call it Kreiner, and in the gym they call her Craner.
Craner, right.
So
I believe it's Craner. Because I've heard Dale correct some people before the dad.
Okay, now we got some. You are Al Shellhouse, and
right.
Tell me a little bit about yourself. You used to coach, or?
Well, yeah, along with Mark Ryan and Jeff Stifler and Les Takis, coached not only Kiwanis but also the London Pride Soccer Club, which is the traveling team. At one point we had 3 different age groups there. We participated in the Columbus CISA, Columbus East Soccer Association Middle School League, and prior to that came out of Vandalia Butler, played club ball there, and played a year and a half basically for Ohio Northern, and of course that was way back when. And in fact I was a freshman and played against Les Takis when he was a senior at Capital.
So Les is kind of old, ain't he?
Yeah, Les is getting old. Yeah. Saw his picture in the paper here recently where the Kiwanis soccer was kind of named for the family there, and I think that's a great deal because Les has contributed a lot. And I stay active in soccer by still playing in an old man's league and from time to time, and also refereeing.
Okay, enough about you.
Yeah. The game is starting.
The game is rolling, and they call this one referee Curly.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't have any hair.
Right. Yeah. Curly's done a few games for her. There's a good cross, beautiful cross, nobody there. Eric Leslie, number 5's got it. Nice drop pass. Daniel put it inside. Daniel Shaw's number 12. Eric Cisco, 23, tried to drive it home there, but was blocked a little bit. Yeah, and I guess the other referee came all the way from Zanesville tonight. I don't know his name, but
that's quite a ride.
Yeah.
Say these two teams get pretty physical, huh?
Yeah, this has been a past several years, exciting games, very physical, very contested, usually decided by a goal late in the game.
Now, I'm kind of lost here. Which way is London supposed to be going?
London will be heading off
to the north end.
To the north end of the field here.
That's where they score at.
Right. That's
okay.
Right.
But I'm looking at the 2 different colors, and the goalies don't match with the...
No, the goalies have odd shirts so that all the players can tell them apart, along with the referees, because sometimes when you get bunched up and a hand goes up, you want to make sure it's the goalie's hand and not somebody else's.
Okay.
Since they're the only ones that can use their hands inside that box, which is kind of hard to see. Now, Owen Ryan, our sophomore goalie, can use, and he'll step up the line and give it a good punt there.
Have the football team threatened to take in your soccer players for the field goal kickers or anything like that?
Well, not yet. I guess they've got a few good kickers on the team,
they do.
But I'm sure any of these boys, if asked, would step up to the task.
Jump at the challenge.
Yeah, yeah.
I know we had a kid a few years back. I'd say I was making a mistake saying that Myers was the one, but it was Tobin
Right, right.
that played soccer.
Yes,
They
that's
picked him up
correct.
to,
Right.
And he went on to play college football
Right.
as a
That was
kicker.
Pete's son?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's
This
right.
D one. What's the D behind their name mean?
okay, on the roster where you see a D, that'll mean they play a defensive position, kind of like a cornerback or free safety in football. If you see an M, that's a midfielder, more in the middle of the field, and usually they'll set up with some outside midfielders and some inside ones, and they'll play across. 22, Steve Baker is a midfielder on the outside there, running towards the sideline.
Now, are they allowed to go on a certain distance on the field, or can they go the full?
Well, pretty much anybody can go anywhere, but they try to hold position as a team in order to cover territory.
Okay.
There's a lot of man marking too, like in basketball. One of the ways that they actually teach some of these kids to play good defense and marking is to actually get them involved in basketball games and do that, because it's very similar. When you have the ball, you want to get away from the other team, and when you don't have the ball, you want to close with them.
Yeah. Now, would that move it just made there, would that be called a block, or?
Yeah. When a player touches the ball or controls the ball, we call that a touch. Ryan Hill, you saw there, number 3, was just dribbling. He's getting touches on the ball. When they block a pass, it can be a block, or sometimes what we call a tackle, particularly if it's close up. That was a tackle right there by Tyler Bennett. Brian Knowles with the ball. He's our senior captain and sweeper. He's very quick, and he'll be like a free safety tonight. You'll see him always in the back looking for that breakaway and trying to shut it down. Throw in. When the ball goes out of bounds, they have to throw it in. And the rules are, okay.
Now you have to wait till the official tells you to throw it in?
No, he apparently he called it the other way. The blue thought that they had the ball there. You notice Eric keeps both feet on the ground, has to have both hands on the ball and bring it over his head.
Oh.
Yep, he stepped on the ball.
That could break an ankle real quick.
Yeah.
Or twist one.
He called dangerous play because when he fell on the ball, he tried to kick it. And you can't kick the ball while you're on the ground. That's dangerous play.
Are these kids wearing any kind of shin guards or anything like that?
Yes, that's
Trip, man.
Yep, and that's exactly what that was.
A trip?
Right.
Okay.
And they're awarded a free kick for a penalty, and a free kick can be either indirect, which means they can kick it to the goal, and if it goes in, it has to touch another player first, or a direct kick, which means they can kick it and it doesn't
Try to
have
get it past the goal.
Exactly. So Johnny Ivano here, number 15, who's an outside defender, took the free kick. Brian Knowles is launching it up into the offense there. Oh, Brian Chin. I think Brian, now that's an offsides call.
Now, how do you get an offsides call?
Okay.
It's so far deep in, you can only...
Right. Offsides basically doesn't allow you to cherry pick. So if you do not have the ball, or you're not even with the ball, you cannot have...
I remember that now.
Yeah, you can't be beyond the last defender until the ball comes even with you or they pass it to you. It's kind of like icing the puck in hockey. And there's a save by Owen. Owen Ryan on the save.
Ryan.
Yeah. Owen is a natural at the goalkeeping spot.
They're only showing one goalkeeper. Do we have more than one goalkeeper?
We have a backup, and it's Paul Lynch, who's a freshman. Paul just played in the JV game. Paul is coming along. He has height and quickness, which is what you want to see in a goalkeeper. Owen has a ton of experience. Owen is very good. And his father, Mark Ryan, is the assistant coach and has coached here in London for many years.
Yeah, this sport seems to be growing pretty rapidly, and probably not as rapidly as you would like for it to.
Well, it's one of the biggest sports now in Central Ohio as far as participants of all age groups playing. Anybody that's been up to Soccer First in Dublin in the winter knows that They open that place up at 8 and it runs until midnight, non-stop on 3 indoor fields, and they have 12 outdoor fields. Of course, driving around Columbus, you can just see how many. Our middle school age group plays in a group with, I believe there's like 40 teams just in their west side bracket that we're in. And the league itself has maybe 80 to 90 different teams in it. So yeah, very, very popular right now.
So everything right now is being played between the
right, and that'll happen a lot of times. Sometimes you'll have high-scoring games. Other times you'll have defensive games where there's a lot of control in the field. Steve Kreiner there dribbling the ball past Eric Leslie, number 5, who's an outside midfielder. Eric's controlling the ball very well and looking for a pass. There's a drop pass to Steve. Steve will probably try to switch it or drop it back. Johnny Ivano does that and launches it, trying to get it up into the middle there where a forward can maybe turn and take a shot.
You got some kids that are pretty fast out there?
Yeah, probably the fastest one is Brian Knowles, who's playing the sweeper position. And you need that. It's like having a fast free safety out there. He can decide which part of the defense he's going to pick up and help and get there quickly.
Right.
Brian Chin's also pretty quick. Of course, number 21, Kreiner is, and some of the others have decent speed.
One good thing about, well, a really good thing about this situation out here is you don't have to have that great big long nets fishing the balls out of Oak Run.
Yeah, in fact, sometimes the kids, when they would get a little frustrated, would do what we call clear the ball. In other words, kick it out of bounds on purpose, and they'd add a little extra power to it to make sure they got it in the creek.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to have to go get those balls sometimes.
Really? Yeah, I know.
Ooh, that was close. That was close.
Oak Run's not the nicest creek around either.
Right. 10 minutes into it here, and we're not score. Daniel Shawhouse trapped it. No, he nutmegged the other player there to Brian Chin, number 13, back to Eric Leslie.
Now, nutmeg, what's that?
That's where you pass it in between the 2 legs of the defender there.
Okay.
Johnny's coming up. See what Johnny does with it. He puts it back into the center looking for,
yeah, you got it there.
Brian takes a shot, a little weak, but Brian will do that. Brian Chin has scored a number of goals for us. In fact, I think he might even lead the team in scoring goals, and he's got a good kick. Usually he can rifle the ball a lot harder than that, but you'll see him go for the goal. He's got a real good nose for the goal. Steve Baker showing some hustle there. Steve's pretty quick and has a lot of good endurance, good foot skills, good control there. And he's an outside halfback.
They had a monstrous defense there, bro. I've seen at least 3 or 4 people there with the goalie.
Right.
Now, they're not allowed to use their hands, right? Except for the goalie?
Right. And what you'll see is teams, a lot of times, if there's a lot of pressure on their goal line, they'll try to pack it in. They'll try to get a lot of players back there to keep the offense from doing much with the ball. Ryan Hill, I don't think I've mentioned him, number 3, sophomore, I believe. And Brian is also very quick. He's playing like a stopper back position, which is kind of...
Okay, now move right there. This kid wanted to call. What was...
Well, he
slid underneath.
Right, yeah, he thought that he'd been fouled there during that little contest.
They call that a dangerous play, or...
Yeah, he wanted that. Dangerous play is a type of foul, so he kind of wanted that called, but the referee just went ahead with the out-of-bounds call. Yep, out of bounds. A little too hard there. He was trying to give the ball to Eric, so Eric Leslie, number 5, is a senior. And Eric has very good ball skills, very knowledgeable about the game.
What's some of the highest scoring games you've had this year?
Ooh, I think London, they really haven't been blown out of a game. They've had a couple of games where I think maybe they scored like 5-1, and I'm trying to remember early in the season. They did go to the Ohio Cup this summer and played some Division I teams, and although they didn't win a game, the scores were like 2-0 or 1-0. Daniel winning the ball there. Daniel Shellhouse, number 12, comes up with it. Up. Now the ball can roll on the line and not be out of bounds, but the back end of the ball has to be over the line before the ref will call it out.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. And he'll point which way. Number 2 trying to put it into the center there.
You gotta have a hard head, too.
Eric Cisco, 23. Oh, missed the slide tackle, but good hustle. Eric Leslie with the ball. Back. And traps
these kids
again.
have cleats on their shoes?
Yes, they do. They're a little bit shorter than football cleats. They're not allowed to have metal tips, of course. And there's no toe cleat.
Okay.
That way they don't get each other. The only protection they're wearing is probably shin pads underneath their sock. And that's it. It can get rough. Yeah, a lot of elbows are thrown like in basketball. A lot of the kids come home with bruises, and not only on the legs but also on the upper body from chest trap there. Nice play. Number 21, Kreiner even went over to England this summer, and I think,
England?
yes, and played some soccer over there. He's a freshman.
London, England?
Yes, that's the old country, I guess.
Oh, that would have been a...
No, come on. Now you see Brian Knowles came over to pick up the defender. Nice block. Kept the ball from being crossed over to the other offensive players.
And they got in quick with London, had their backs to them.
Right. So he's trying to get that ball over there to an offensive player. Ooh, no foul. Sometimes a foul will be committed, but the ref won't call it because we've maintained advantage. In other words, we still have possession of the ball and can control it.
Starting to get a little rough.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it hasn't been too bad yet. Wait until they maybe start slide tackling and
we go for a field goal a little short.
Yeah. I think that was a little bit of frustration
Anybody
there.
ever get a concussion off of that ball hitting them in the head?
No, but they've had concussions going up for the ball and both of them hitting their heads together.
Oh, really?
In fact, Brian Knowles had a little bit of tunnel vision after the last game because he got smacked pretty good. We couldn't tell whether it was somebody's knee or their elbow that smacked him in the head. Now Stephen dribbling diagonally there, which is what you want to do sometimes to open up space to get a good pass.
These games have a continuous clock, right?
They have a continuous clock except for after a goal is scored in high school and or injury time, or if there's a foul that requires what we call a yellow card, and they'll stop the clock for those things. Yellow card is essentially a first warning. Daniel Shaw, shoot! Daniel Shaw's the shot, that's all right. That was good play. Eric Cisco doing what he's supposed to do, following the shot. That was very close. That was a good play. That was. That's it. Nice cross to Chin, who played the touch. We're putting a lot of pressure on him. Oh.
Good job, Zach.
Good job to get the ball back. That's on the courthouse's part.
Right. This number 2 seems to have some good skills. Zach Collett, I believe is his name.
Yeah, he had a near breakaway, and then was able to break it up at number 7. Brian Knowles was there to...
Brian will shut down a lot of offensive plays. Once again, there he goes. He's very quick to the ball. He follows it up. And he also, while he's out there, I don't know if you won't be able to hear it, but he's also kind of like the defensive captain. He'll be telling Tyler Bennett, number 9, the right outside cornerback, Ryan Hill, number 3, and Johnny Ivano, number 15. He'll be kind of telling them who to pick up and where to play a little bit. So he not only has to be quick and to the ball, but he's got to also have a sense for what's going on.
I just in the sidelines down there, Carl, these kids got these shirts on, it says Raider Aider. They get the ball when they go out of bounds, yeah.
We get a lot of comments on that because at other places we don't have specific ball boys, is what they are, that are marked, and this way the referees and the players can tell them out from the crowd, and we get a lot of good comments on that. And I believe the shirts were donated, and the boys are on the middle school team.
That's good.
So they get to come out.
Get to come in the game free.
Yeah, watch
and learn something to do.
Sometimes they play around with the ball a little bit, but that's natural. Nice give and go. That's what that is. You get a pass and somebody goes, and they try to work triangular passes too, to split the defense. Take a shot. That's it. Oh, almost.
Shot wide. Wide left.
Number 21. Stephen Craner.
Steve Craner.
Yep. Or as some people would say, Ashley's younger brother.
Yeah. Actually, he's quite an athlete.
All right.
We have many girls on the soccer team?
Yes, we do. This year we have more than we've had before. Usually we have 1 or 2 sometimes, but this year we have 3 freshmen.
Really?
We have Sarah. Well, she's on the JV team. I'm trying to remember her last name. Jennifer Tunnell and Jillian McLean.
Sarah's going to be upset.
Hey, Sarah. I see her. Sarah, what's your last name? Conkus.
Okay.
Sarah Conkus, number 16. She just got done playing the JV game. We might see Jillian McLean get some game time here on the varsity team tonight. And
that'd be kind of discouraging to certain boys is if a girl comes out there and plays ahead of them and does a lot of playing.
Well, you know, get one. We're getting the bugs
big
tonight, aren't we?
Yep.
Oh, that's a big one. Yeah, the bugs are, it's almost like summer out here tonight.
We almost missed the play here. That bug was about as big as my hand. Going to swallow us up.
Yeah, but, since I've been here, if a girl's on the team, they got to earn a spot just like anybody else. So when they're out there playing, they've earned it. And they've been tough. There's been some girls that have played here before.
One of them might be your daughter.
Yeah, and
she's going to play somewhere else.
She's a freshman starting for Wittenberg this year, and also Shanna Ryan, who's a senior at Wittenberg, was the only girl out here for a while. And Shanna is quite a soccer player.
He's had some light squad again.
Yeah. Hopefully it won't affect the picture too much.
I don't think so.
Yeah, there you go. Good defense there.
So we're down to 19 minutes when we play, what, 40?
40 a half.
40 a half. We're down to halfway mark in the first half, and there's no score.
Some of these kids will play the whole game. They'll play 40 minutes, they get a 10-minute half, and then they got to go right back out and run for 40 more minutes, and sometimes that clock doesn't stop.
That's got to be tiring.
Yeah. To get in shape for this, I know Stephen has been running 5 miles. He used to run 5 miles a day in the morning with his mother, even when he was little, I guess.
Oh, really?
A lot of
That's a good way to get mom in shape, ain't it?
Yeah. Well, I think mom was getting them in shape, but a lot of these players will, you'll see them on the track team in the spring, and some of them like Michael Takis, who I don't believe is here tonight, also run cross country. So a lot of endurance.
Is there a call there?
Yeah, that was a foul. He came into the back of the player who was controlling the ball, There's another one pushing off from behind. You can kind of get into the back of a player, but you can't use your hands to push against them. Nice save, nice save.
Beautiful save that time.
Stay with it, stay with it. Don't give up.
Set up.
Oh, he tried to head that ball in the goal. And that's good. Ooh,
Steve Baker's able to hit that now out of bounds off his noggin.
Right. I think the Washington Courthouse player was trying to do a cross there, but it was headed right into the goal. Owen Ryan, nice save and got it out. And then Johnny brought it out to the sideline. Johnny Ivano, 15. And Eric Cisco running the ball down there, trying to save it, keep it in bounds, keep possession.
It's not supposed to rain until after midnight, and I believe I heard the thunder.
Yeah, well, let's hope not. It's almost like summer out here, isn't it?
It's nice.
Wait till Friday.
Wait till Friday.
We got to have a good night Friday.
32-9.
Sleet maybe, huh?
Yeah.
Let's hope not.
That can
Supposed to
change.
have flurries over the weekend.
Okay, let's get it out of our area here, guys. Nice slide tackle. Oh, he didn't keep it out. Okay, nice slide tackle.
Hill, it's Ryan Hill. Is that Tim Hill's boy?
Yeah, that's exactly who it is. Ryan's very quick, very aggressive. He's playing like what would be the equivalent of almost like a middle linebacker in football. He's playing a stopper back in the defense. He's playing in kind of the middle of the field. Brian Knowles, there you see some of the speed. He's got extremely good acceleration.
Whoa.
He tried to keep possession of it. They called a foul there, even though Brian kind of slid into it. But that's what you want to do. You want to bring that ball out of your zone quickly and under control, and then look for a pass.
So we're down to 15 minutes now.
Right. 15 to go.
Still no score, and there's only a couple attempts.
That usually means that it's hard fought in the middle here tonight, and everybody seems to be really trying to win the ball in the middle. Eric Leslie to the ball, and their sweeper clears the ball out.
How about that?
Yeah, a little over the shoulder.
Pele kick here.
Yeah, not a full scissors, but
have we had any fancy goals like that this year?
We've had a couple that what we call headers, where particularly Brian Chin and I think Brian Knowles on corner kicks, when they get the free kick in the corner, have come in and doing a headlong dive, have hit the ball with their head and drilled it into the goal.
What about the flip on the throw, like Brill? Carl Brill used to do that.
Right. Yeah, the flip on the throw. We've had one opposing player try that.
Really?
Yeah. And I'm not a big fan of those throws. You'd rather keep your head and see where you're throwing to, and accuracy counts a little more than style or distance.
Handball. Uh-oh.
Oh, he didn't call it out yet. That was Josh Roach. He's a freshman. He played the full JV game just before this, but he's subbing in. Josh is a good, fast ball handler, and has played some club ball with London Pride. And you'll see Josh sub in for some of the forwards to give them a breather from time to time. That's the drop pass to Brian Knowles from Johnny Ivano. Nice cross.
Yeah. They're headed south.
Yeah, we're getting our own flyby tonight here at the Geese.
Hope they don't let's hope that's all they do when they go by.
Steve Baker with the little touch there, trying to get it to Eric Cisco. Nice throw in. Now, the only time there's no offsides is on a throw in, so you might see an offensive player go beyond that last defender.
Right.
On a throw in. nice tackle.
You can't throw in like you can't just throw it directly into the net without somebody touching it, can you?
Well, yeah. That's a good question. Yeah, I haven't seen that yet. There have been some players capable of that,
Yeah.
but yeah, I believe you can. You got to keep it out of that net.
These Raiders get that ball back into them pretty quick.
And that's why we get a lot of compliments here, because oftentimes a lot of game time is wasted just getting the ball back in, even on a yeah, nice slide trying to keep possession by Brian Knowles.
Ball's in bad position here.
Oh, missed it.
Yeah.
All right.
Steve Baker coming out with the ball.
Some of these kids can actually almost grab the ball with their feet, can't they?
Yes, it almost looks like it sticks to their feet with glue, and that's what you want to do. You want to keep it close to your feet. Apparently there was a foul here.
Wow.
Either tripping or grabbing.
This is called a free kick here?
Yes, this is a free kick. The referee's hand's in the air, so it's an indirect kick. It has to hit somebody before going into the goal. So that's why he's chipping it.
Get up.
Trouble.
Whoa.
Oh, off the side of the goal.
Got a break that time.
Right.
That was close.
That was close. Owen had his eye on that, but you know, when it's drilled that hard, you can't always stop it. But yeah, when the referee has his hand up on a free kick, that means it's an indirect one. It has to touch somebody else before going in. Otherwise, the player could almost drill it from that place.
Yeah.
The spot that they had.
Well, it looked like they had enough people right dead in front of them. It'd
Right.
be kind of hard. You'd have
Johnny
to
does a nice crossover into the opposite corner there, trying to catch the defense a little bit flat-footed, but couldn't do that.
You wouldn't want to be one of the guys that gets to stand in front of the guy kicking it.
That happens, though. That's called a wall, and you'll see on free kicks that they'll put 2 or more players sometimes into a wall. The goalie kind of is yelling at them as to where to go, so it helps him cover some of the goal. But yeah, you don't want to be there.
It takes a lot of,
Yeah. I know some players that have taken it right on the head, right on the noggin, and of course you try to cover as much as you can.
So what would happen if they reached up and caught it with their hands?
Well, that'd be a foul. That'd be a handball, and intentional like that would be a
They don't
penalty.
award any points like that, though, do they?
No, but it'd be a yellow card on the player too.
Okay.
You get 1 yellow card in the game and you're still in. You have to leave to the sideline until your next throw in, and then you can come back out. But if you get that second yellow card, you're out of the game.
Yeah, it's been pretty quiet so far.
Right.
I haven't seen a yellow card. I really haven't
Right.
seen any substitutions.
Right, there haven't been many. Substitutions will go to the middle of the field at the 50-yard line and stand there. Washington Courthouse has 2 right now. And
Okay, I see him now. London's got 1.
right, and the opposite side referee will determine. Now they can only come in when it's their throw in. Oh, we got
some
something
action
going here.
going on.
Oh,
man.
that is a foul. That might even be a carded foul. The referee, I think, is going. Okay, they're going to call time here, I guess.
It's in the box. 5 yards up in the box.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
No, they're going to let it go. I thought they were going to call time and card the player for doing that. Ooh, nice shot, but a little too much on it.
Well, that was a direct shot there.
Yes, that was, because the severity of the foul determines whether it might be indirect or direct, and if that foul were inside, you can hardly see the orange lines, but there's a penalty box that goes out 18 yards from the goal and about 18 yards out from either post, and if that foul were in there and that severe, they would have had what's known as a penalty kick.
The little Hill boy's got a hard head, ain't he?
Yeah, oh yeah, he's a tough guy. You'll see him take some shots and get right back up and get going.
Well, at least in the last few minutes we've seen a few tries anyway.
Yeah. Sometimes in soccer you have to be patient for that goal, which is
that we're down to almost 7 minutes, and
right out of the
first
40,
half, and there's still no score.
Right. Goal kick, and it looks like we've won the ball here through a throw-in. And Eric is going to be replaced by Jillian McLean.
Yeah, that's that girl you were talking about.
Right. She's a freshman, and probably doing it to give Eric a little rest. He's been in most of the game here. Sometimes he'll sub just for instruction. They want to change Coach Scott Spain or assistant coach Mark Ryan will want to try something different or move a player to a different spot. So they'll sub them out. They'll have them go back in within a minute or two.
You don't see very many fat soccer players, do you?
No, except for me, maybe.
All that running. Well, I wasn't going to say that.
Well,
but it is true.
Yeah, once you get over 40 and start slowing down, why it doesn't matter then, I guess. But yeah, these kids are all in shape, and they put a lot of work in during the summer, all year round pretty much. Many of them play club ball in the winter, indoor soccer. It tends to be an all-around sport unless they're on the track team or basketball. A couple basketball players. Some of them play soccer to prepare for the other sports too, because it does keep them in shape.
In shape, yeah. Nothing gets a throw in here. Number 8.
Is that
Jared Pickens?
Jared Pickens, another freshman. Jared just played a full game before this on the JV squad. Ooh, there's
that
a
could
shot.
have been trouble, couldn't it?
Right.
It was a kick and a block. And
yeah, Brian made a good tackle here. He made such a hard tackle, the ball went right back on the other player and then out, so we get a goal kick. Otherwise, they would have kicked it from the corner there.
Almost went to the uprights, Carl. Give them 3 points.
Well, yeah, unfortunately.
Well, that ball went through everybody.
Yep.
Whoa.
Brian Chin fighting for possession. Nice drop pass to Stephen Kriener.
So I saw him run with the ball. How far can you run before you throw it in?
Well, usually the referees will allow you a couple of steps. If you get a little carried away with it and go 10-15 yards, they're going to blow the whistle until you get back. That's it. Get up, Tyler. Nice job there, Tyler Bennett. Tyler's another freshman that's been starting and very, very quick. So he's looking around for somebody to pass it to. And apparently our team was either marked up or nobody was letting him know where they were at.
We're getting down to 4 minutes. This is where endurance comes in now.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Look at him. He grabbed his arm.
Oh, but yeah, as he was following, but they called it on the.
They must not have seen it.
Or he called the first push.
Yeah. He was just trying to keep it.
Right, and that happens sometimes. Sometimes the officials see the first. Oh, almost a head ball. Oh! Jillian was
in
almost
position there, but not quite.
She was right where she was supposed to be.
It's getting heated up now. The fans are getting into it.
Now you're going to see Brian Knowles turn it on here. He's going to maintain possession. There's a good battle there. Shield the ball.
Yeah, it's getting rough now.
Right. That's good shielding. All that's legal.
Uh-oh, we got hit in the face.
Yeah. Well, you start going in there to a guy that's really.
Talking about an elbow.
Yeah.
22 for courthouse.
You're allowed to shield the ball as long as you're not allowed, you can't raise your arms up too high, or they'll get you for holding the other player back. But you can turn your back to the other player to keep them off that ball.
Kind of block them out.
Yeah.
A big behind in this game.
It's like shielding the basketball. When you got a defender, you turn and you're dribbling the ball, and same thing. Nice punt. That's about a 40-yard punt there, at least.
Come on, let's get a score for a half. Come on,
we got a steal.
Nice play.
Go. Get it up.
Oh, tackle in there.
Had a tackle or a steal. Or
Brian Chin there working the ball.
He's going after it.
There's a good
Griner. Oh, Baker was trying to launch that ball into the middle there. Steve Baker, number 22.
Oh, that's got to be something there.
No. If both go up vertically for the ball without, come on guys.
Oh!
Johnny will probably rip it. Yep.
That's Johnny Avenue.
Yeah, number 15. Johnny's playing a cornerback.
Come on, let's go.
The equivalent of a cornerback position, the outside defender. There's a give and go to Roach. Roach feeds it into Kreiner. Roach and Kreiner working the ball.
And we got a
number 9, I think, is going to be called for holding. Yep.
Is that Kreiner or Craner?
Well, Kreiner or Craner.
Kreiner, this time it's Craner.
I'll probably change it 6 times, but yeah.
Now down at the other field, the clock man used to tell them there was 2 minutes left.
Right.
I know they don't tell them that out here.
No.
Is there a reason for that?
It just goes. It just goes.
Oh,
nice try. Nice try. Brian Knowles has got a
free kick, and it goes off. So we're down under a minute now.
Yeah, that's about where you want to try to put it, right in that back corner.
We're getting ready to go into halftime. We still have no score. This is London and Washington Courthouse game. You have Gary McNeil and Carl King and Al Shellhouse bringing the game to you.
Come on.
That's it, Steve. That's it.
Go. Oh, man.
That was Eric Sisko, number 23, trying to head that cross in. Eric had a good effort there trying to get to it. He had 2 defenders on him. Eric's got some height, and sometimes they try to get that ball up in the air so he can do that. And Eric had the winning goal in the Marysville game Saturday in the last few minutes of the game. On a nice cross from Steve Baker.
And there's the big siren. That's the one that's similar to the one they had down at the other field.
No score, but exciting. Huh?
No score. London Washington Courthouse. We are at halftime. I don't know if you can shoot between there and pick up Mr. Shellhouse here or not.
That's all right.
Who are you shooting at there? Getting there?
Yeah, there we are.
No, we'll have to get Mr. Shellhouse. This is Gary McNeil along with Al Shellhouse. He's doing most of the commentary because he is an ex-coach and ex-player, so he knows more about the game than I do. And
he's an expert.
Yeah, expert.
I'm an ex-something. I don't know.
Anyway, whatever it is, he's better than Red Rutherford no matter what he does. So, anyway, we are at halftime. And, we'll be probably taking a short break here and be back here shortly after half. Going to get it rolling pretty quick here.
See if we go from a defensive game to an offensive one. It can happen real quick.
It'd be pretty interesting if you get some. I think that's one of the reasons a lot of people don't follow it that close is you get into a defensive game and if you don't really know what it's all about, you're saying, well, what are we doing? Just run around in the middle of the field? And
right. Well, one of the things that has made it difficult for the American market is the way the clock runs.
There's a bat, Carl.
Yeah. But maybe eat some of those bugs.
Carl will like bats.
Yeah, but you can't get commercials in. You get a commercial in, And that one goal that's scored during the game, you might miss it.
Yeah.
Because they don't have the timeouts like football or basketball or some of the other sports.
We got our commercial in.
Yeah. If I could probably say what sports is it most like, it might be hockey. I mean that.
Hockey is a very exciting, rough sport.
Right. Well,
and they don't mind knocking you down.
Right.
Matter
a little more bashing
hit you.
Right.
Okay, here we go. Starting the second half. London controls the first kick.
Oh, Brian Chin slipped there a little bit. That surface is very hard and very rough. You'll see some misplays from time to time just because at this time of the year the roughness. Clear it. There you go. Nice play, Owen.
Get it out of trouble.
Tyler it's Stephen with Kreiner with the clear there. Eric Cisco with the ball.
Boom.
Nice ball. Run onto it.
I don't think I can get out of the way.
That's it. Brian Chin running onto it. Oh, he wins the ball. Wins the ball.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah! Oh, and it missed.
Daniel missed. Daniel Shellhouse missed.
We still got control of the ball down there.
He thought somebody was on him.
Kick it back to the center.
Oh, and the goalie slips out and makes the...
What he needed to do there was he had enough time to trap the ball. Yeah, stop and then shoot. He didn't know how close he was.
And London's attacking so
right.
far.
London's pressing. Actually, the first half I thought they controlled the game a little more than Washington Courthouse, although Washington Courthouse had some very good breakaways here and there.
That's what beat the reserve team when it was 2 or 3 breakaways. Other than that, it was pretty well played match, evenly played match, seemed like. What's the call here?
There's a head. Oh! Beautiful.
London gets the score. Who's that?
That was Brian Knowles headed the ball in on a corner kick from Johnny Ivano, and they've done that before. They've had a couple of shots before like that where either
it has to be perfect, doesn't it?
Michael Takis or Johnny Ivano is crossed from a corner kick to Knowles, who's headed the ball in.
So we do have a score now.
Yeah.
London won, Washington Courthouse.
Changed from a very defensive game to a very offensive one here, just in the first 2 minutes of the second half.
Is Brian Knowles your primary scorer?
No, he's plays far back defense. He only comes up on those set plays. That's a set play.
Okay.
In other words, if the coach will give him a number from the sideline there, and it's kind of like a huddle.
So Takis being out tonight, is he one of the scorers?
Yes, he often, or he gets a lot of what we call an assist.
And they're coming right back at us.
Right. Brian takes the ball,
again.
Clears it out, puts it out of bounds on purpose, allows the defense to get back into position.
Now here's a setup where it could work against you.
Ball coming back.
I guess you're pretty safe as long as you keep the ball out past the 30-yard line, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, although Michael Takis at the Marysville game hit a 45-yard shot.
Is that right?
That was our first goal within the first 3 minutes.
Huh.
Keeper was out about where
right over his head.
Yeah, put it right over his head and underneath the bar, and in it went. So he drilled it at about a 45-yard kick. Totally unexpected. But yeah, most goals will come inside of 20 yards.
1-0. London's ahead. Scored within the first minute of the second half. On a throw in and a header by, I guess you'd call it a header.
Right, it was a header from a corner kick.
Brian Knowles.
Ryan Hill with the touch.
Wow.
Oh, Stephen Kreiner still maintains advantage there. Number 21, nice through ball up to Eric Leslie. And I believe we're going to get a corner kick on that. It was off, when it goes off the inline, off the defender.
Knowles coming down to set up again.
Right. You'll see Knowles move up. Daniel Shellhouse will move back to take his spot and help on the defense. And they'll put Brian up because of his speed and his ability to head the ball in. And usually because the defender doesn't know who to mark. They've been marking number 12, now they'll mark number 7, but they've got a hold of him this time. Oh, there he almost does again. There's the second one.
Oh, wide left.
Oh, close.
Looked like we had one.
Right, we almost had one there. Knowles headed the ball.
Wow.
And both Eric Cisco and looked like Brian Chin maybe just missed on that. Yeah, number 13, Brian
very
Chin.
close. We're still looking at the score of 1-0.
Yeah, that's what you want to do. You want to get that extra goal in there to
Little cushion there.
little cushion.
Oh,
Ooh,
right in the face.
yeah.
Is there any?
Shellhouse tried to put it through to Cisco there, and
He
got the
hit
other
with his
play.
head. Looked like it was his arm.
Right. Leslie with the ball.
Is there any drills you do to toughen up your forehead?
Well, well, they try not to do too much of that at younger ages, but yeah, they practice that. They practice that. Ooh, and that's called on Tyler Bennett for I guess tripping.
Might have been a good play.
Yeah, actually,
but he almost turned around and got a foot in the head.
And sometimes it's like basketball. You might want to take that intentional foul there if your defense isn't back and you don't want them to set up. That was a nice ball.
Yeah.
It's curving back into the goal.
Like you said, it curved back and into the
Owen
net.
Ryan, sophomore goalie there, coming out and getting to it. Daniel Shellhouse winning the ball there, number 12. Drops to Johnny Ivano, 15. Passes to Baker.
Oh, yeah.
Baker tries to set it to Leslie there. You see that give and go. That's what they try to do to maintain possession and look for that, like a drop pass.
Most of the stuff is set up plays, right?
Well, it's fluid. Yeah, you try to look for that weakness. You try to maintain possession of the ball. Say a drop pass and then a give and go. Say, but that went to a Washington Courthouse player. So yeah, you try to kind of look for that open man. Ryan Hill playing good defense there, number 3.
I'm not sure how wide of a shot we're getting out of this, but I've seen a camera down at Northeastern I'm looking at. It'll give you the whole field.
Right.
It is unreal. I couldn't believe I seen that camera do that.
The game films we shoot are about 1/3 to half the field. They really don't care to see, the close-up. They just want to see positioning.
Yeah.
And but
we can get quite a bit of field with this, but the one I've seen down there, you can sit right here in the middle and pick up the whole goalpost to goalpost.
Right.
Just as clear as day.
Right.
So I'm gonna stop down there and check on that.
Check on that camera. But I know the players really enjoy it a little more
close up.
Yeah, a little more into the action than what the game films sometimes show. It's the same way with the professional stuff.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
they got
crew games are back away to show what's happening, and then when you get in close, you really see that it's a tough game. Yeah. There's a lot of elbow to elbow and shoulder to shoulder stuff going on.
Uh-oh.
Nice through ball.
Get up!
Uh-oh, we got something going on here.
Well, what happened here was we're going to probably have a penalty kick.
Wow, that close.
The ball got through. Tyler Bennett and Owen Ryan kind of got mixed up there on the defender, and apparently somebody grabbed the defender to keep them from putting that ball in.
Wow.
And so they're going to clear everybody out of the box. They'll set the ball at about the 10-yard line where there's a mark.
Now this here is some of the stuff you see on TV.
Right.
These
this is like the shootouts.
Shootouts, yeah.
Right.
Mano y mano.
Right, but this is what we call a PK. It's a penalty kick. Anytime there's a major infraction inside the penalty box, the other team gets a free shot.
Wow.
Now Owen has had a few of these where he saved them this year. So we'll see. Owen's pretty good.
He got him thinking, trying to figure out which way he isn't going to go. Oh, they got it in. He almost got to it.
He almost got to it. Oop, there it is. Actually, it looked like it kind of came off his chest.
Yeah, he did hit it.
Yeah.
Just wasn't quite.
He got to it.
And he's kind of hurt behind that because he just knew he had that one.
Right. He guessed
right.
right.
An effort.
Sometimes the goalie will pick one side to go to.
Yeah.
Taking a guess, trying to figure out which way the kicker's going to do it. So.
That takes a lot of quickness. That ball's coming from the 10 yards, only 10 yards away.
Yeah, that was a definite foul in the box. Somebody got a hold of the defender there and kept him from moving.
We got another tie ball game now, 1-1.
And that's the way it usually is between London and Washington Courthouse. Good, close, exciting game. Ryan Hill.
Hey, we got some legs caught up there.
Wow.
Ryan Hill had position.
Down.
Yeah. Ryan Hill had position there and was in position to play the ball, and the other player kind of ran into behind his legs. But that's a foul, and it'll go this way.
Them Hill boys they're competitors.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Definitely are. Scrappy.
Yeah, I know their dad, he wasn't too good, but I hope he's listening to me.
Yeah,
he'll be on me.
He'll be on you. Well,
brother's a quarterback for the 8th grade, I think.
Right, Tyler Hill. Yeah, Tyler's played some soccer too.
He's got another brother that played
Eric Leslie there,
working baseball, wasn't it?
Oh, and he keeps winning it. Good effort, Eric Leslie, number 5. There we go. Now this time they were talking. Sometimes it's dangerous when your goalkeeper's coming out for the ball and you're a defender. You don't see him, you don't hear him.
He sneaks up behind you.
Steve Baker with the touch to Steve Kreiner.
Yeah, let's get the ball in their end of the field for a while.
Brian Chin with the ball, 13, dumps it to Eric Leslie.
Come on, get up there. Oh.
Eric Sisko trying to slide, get a touch on the ball. Also have Josh Roach in now up forward, number 20. Josh is
right in that face. There's a header there, double header there, Carl.
Yep. That was another guy there. Come on, come on, come on.
Touch. That's almost nobody there to get it, but good effort on Brian Chin's part there to try to win the ball.
Out.
Oh, he called him for obstruction. In other words, for blocking. The referee said he blocked the other player from playing the ball without playing the ball. Well, you're not supposed to be able to do that, but I thought Baker was within reach of the ball, which means you can do that. But subs.
We got subs, so that slowed that play up.
Yeah. Crowd's starting to get into it a little bit now.
Yeah.
Getting close.
We still have a score of 1-1. We're down to the 29-minute mark of the second half.
Yeah, it looks like they're subbing a midfielder and a defender.
Oh.
That ought to be a foul there.
It's going to be a yellow. Basically, he's saying he
purposely did it?
Yeah, purposely did that to the player, had no chance to play the ball.
Here's one I'll be playing soccer right here. Well, he likes to run.
Brian Chin with yellow. He'll come off. Daniel Shellhouse, number 12, is coming on. Chin will be able to come back in the next time we have an out-of-bounds throw-in, if the coach wants him to come on in. That's his first one tonight.
Yeah, he's going right straight to the...
Right straight to the substitution line.
He's the same guy you just sent out.
Set off. You gotta go and play. He's sent off. Easy way to get back in.
They was ready to put him back.
Right. He can't come in until the next possession after play.
It's a good try.
Come on, get up there.
Steve Baker making the touch.
Looks like it might be heating up a little bit now.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
It'll go. The other thing too, will start to happen.
Come on,
Steve Baker with the ball.
And we got
Daniel Shellhouse winning it. Looking, he's shielding. Passes to Baker.
And we got
London ball. Okay, now Chin's coming back in. He's going to replace Josh Roach. I think Brian Chin's a sophomore, as is Steve Baker. Shot by,
backside.
Right idea, catch him
Sneaking
sleeping.
underneath the backside and coming in. Huh?
The goalpost.
Don't count for
Yeah.
backdoor shots. Good try. We still have a score, like I said, 1-1.
28 minutes to go.
28 minutes in this contest.
Yeah.
Let's keep it down this end. That's it. Oh, nice trap. Nice ball. Baker running onto the ball.
I think we'll get into a situation here to see who's in the best physical shape.
Right. And the game tends to start. The game tends to get a little more difficult as the fatigue sets in. There's a push.
The pitch was right on top of it. He
Right. Well, that was a push.
Now, can they?
That was a push. That was a push. Yeah, don't argue. Go, 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 go,
That's what
go.
I say.
Shellhouse with the head ball to, oh!
Just about a foot too high. We've had quite a few attempts here.
Eric Cisco with the shot there, and real close, real close.
We're still 1-1.
Keeping a lot of pressure on him. Eric Leslie with a nice foot on the ball to keep possession.
Ruth Kennedy.
Okay, yeah. I knew it'd come to you pretty soon. Running the track.
Oh,
I don't know why I always want to call her Audie.
That's
or
it.
Odie, whichever it is.
Eric Leslie.
I always get that wrong too.
Back. Ryan Hill with the touch on the ball.
Come on now.
Ryan's taking it up line.
Wow.
The little legs of Ryan would be flying. don't
I
they?
thought Ryan got a push there in the back a little bit. That ball got near the line, but we keep possession. Throw in by Leslie.
Oh yeah.
Shellhouse going up for the ball, along with
And we got an out of bounds.
Stephen Kreiner. No, that's not Stephen. That's Brian Chin. I'm sorry. 13. Brian got a haircut, so I can't tell him apart anymore.
Get up. Whoa. Get up.
Up.
Looks like we got courthouse on the attack right now.
Oh, there was an elbow.
Got some numbers.
Yeah. But he went out of bounds right with it.
Got
That was
some
good.
parents up there about that.
Yeah, we got some parents into it, big time.
Yeah, that was Stephen Kreiner with some good defense there.
Get up.
Nice tackle. Nice tackle. He gets pushed a lot because of the size that he is. He's scrappy, he gets into their feet,
Yeah.
tries to win that ball, and it's so easy for the other player to just push on him. And that's what that call was.
Come on now.
Brian Knowles with the kick. It's a direct, but I don't think he'll make it. They tried to keep London off sides there, but couldn't. It's fed back up. Brian Chin.
Oh, he's on the run. Good try.
Right.
The ball goes wide right. High and long. Good field goal attempt.
Oh, there go our lights again.
Somebody down there said, didn't they pay the electric bill?
Unbelievable.
Maybe we better get that bond levy passed a little bit sooner.
Yeah.
Well, one light stays on. That's one on the KFC chicken fine down there.
Goal kick. Shellhouse passes to Chin. Washington corner. Tyler Bennett coming in.
Wow,
That was a real good mover, wasn't it? Go past it and kick it
Right.
backwards.
Steve Baker with the block. Tyler Bennett clears it back up.
What's that called?
Yeah, as soon as he sees that the ball passes the line, even if it's in the air, he'll blow the whistle.
Okay, so it was out.
Yeah, in case it comes back in. Cisco with a through ball, a little bit too long. Shellhouse running up to it.
Now, Shellhouse, that's your son, right?
Yeah, that's my oldest son. I have another one that plays on the JV.
The kids, you got about 10?
No,
Why didn't you send yours over to England?
they've been to Spain, that's why.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah. Their mom's a Spanish and French teacher. Oh, nice play. Eric Cisco crashing in there and almost getting to that ball.
Did they speak Spanish fluently?
Well, they're learning it. Daughter does a pretty good job of it, and the boys are learning it.
How about you?
No, I had to study Latin 4 years and then a year of German, so go figure.
Pig Latin?
Yeah. All I can remember is stupid a parwa puer, which means you stupid little boy, you know. Because the handball.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He let him know he did that.
He ain't realized it too quick,
Right,
too late.
right.
He left his hand alone. He looked guilty.
Uh-huh. Now it looks like they're going to try to set up something here.
Oh, nice,
people in score position.
nice ball from.
Oh man!
Cisco put the ball over there, real nice. Chin and Shellhouse just couldn't get to it.
Man, they can punt the ball.
Johnny Ivano trying to go up. Ryan Hill with a nice tackle and recovery. Help it. Drop pass from Ivano to Hill.
Another header.
Yep. Kreiner gets a touch on it. That ball's ours. That's ours. All right.
And this ball belongs to the Raiders.
Yeah.
1-1. We're still got 22 minutes to go in this contest.
Yeah, we're putting a lot of pressure on them. Maybe if we keep that up, might get something to crack here. Ivano with the throw in. Ryan Hill stepping up there real quick. Tyler Bennett blocking the ball there, and Knowles, Knowles has got a. You've seen a couple of shots of his tonight. He's got a kick. Steve Baker winning the ball.
Oh, get up!
Way to stay with it, Stephen.
Good block by number 5.
He might have even done that intentionally into his legs to maintain possession. Tyler Bennett.
Bam!
Nice pass.
Right.
Kreiner and Leslie.
Oh.
Up. A little help from Cisco.
Right. Go on, get it to the center.
Kreiner dribbling up line.
Oh, man.
And we got out of bounds to the blue lines. And they're not wasting trying to catch something with their back turn.
Come on now.
Didn't work. That's Kreiner there, isn't it?
Substitution. Looks like Roach for Shellhouse.
Oh, that's a shove in the back.
Yeah, it looked like it, didn't it? A lot of good head work there.
Yeah, shove with the elbow.
Yep.
Come on!
Cisco with it. Oh, there's the shot. I'm not sure if it was Cisco or Roach that took the shot, but Cisco sure got the ball forward there in a position.
See my cameraman getting kind of excited here.
Yeah.
I hope he's on the play with the camera.
Right.
We're still
He
tied
fit
up.
well in one of those stadiums over in Europe or Latin America there, you know. Fans get excited about
Oh,
this
you ain't
game.
heard nothing yet. I'd have a headache if I could holler like that.
Yeah. Drop pass.
Oh.
That was Baker fighting for the ball. Now it's Knowles. Knowles brings it up.
Oh, and there's a trip up. Oh, we got a little ruckus going on here.
Yeah. Well, actually, I think that was. They're going to stop
play as the curly goes across, and he's.
Knowles is probably going to get a card on this one.
Getting a little heated up out here.
I'm not sure he's not reaching for his pocket or calling any of the players over. They're going to have a conference on that.
Just settle on the bound.
We had another official over there
Reach for his pocket.
in on it. Knowles is pointing at. Yeah, he gets the yellow.
He gets a yellow.
Get over there, Knowles.
Don't get a red. Don't get a red.
Just take your medicine.
He's probably getting yellow for retaliation there on that hard tackle.
He did come down hard. So I get a little punch in. I guess the yellow won't be too bad if he gets back in the game pretty quick.
Well, the other ref didn't seem like he was going to give a card.
He was right on top of it.
Yeah. It was a pretty hard tackle there, and I think Brian took a little exception to it.
I'm pretty sure the tape is going to show that.
Yeah. Tyler Bennett wins the ball. Good speed. Into Cisco. Cisco passes out to Baker. Baker feeds the ball to Cisco. Is he going to get there?
No, out of bounds.
And they call a corner kick. So we're maintaining possession.
Now he wants Knowles back in there.
Which is
corner kick.
Which is a good sign, which means he didn't get a red card.
And the fans are livid.
London's setting up a set play here. They've got several different plays that they run on corner kicks. Johnny Ivano's taking the kick. They time it. It's a shot in.
Oh, man.
Oh, we got a good header.
Reiner takes a shot. Back in. A lot of pressure.
How about that backward headbutt there?
Knowles out to Ivano. Ivano into Baker.
Yeah, it's going to get heated up here.
Yeah, it gets a rolling here. Knowles with the tackle. They're going to call a free kick. They launch the ball.
Knowles is a rough kid, isn't he? I don't think I know him.
Yeah,
he ain't afraid to mix it up.
Yeah, Brian Knowles. So a lot of kids call him Bobby. But he got called for a foul on that slide tackle, but I've seen him do some slide tackles that would rank right up there with some of the major league slide tackles. Is
that right?
Oh, yeah. Cisco with the touch. Leslie. Oh, he's going through, and Brian Hill comes up with the ball, clears it up.
Man.
He's got to knock that ball along with their head.
Tyler Bennett still doing a good job back there.
He's tripped up and helped up.
Yeah. See if up.
Wow!
Man, Source taking a chance.
Excellent play. Yeah, excellent play by Owen Ryan.
He's taking a big chance there.
Yeah, Brian was going to turn the outside, but there was another defender there. He thought, yeah, he was trying to look for a place to turn, or it was too close for the to pass to the keeper.
Wow.
And he tried to fake out the defender. Owen Ryan with the good play there. Chin with Black. Kreiner passes out to Leslie. Leslie into Cisco. Cisco looking for a through ball. Gets one to Baker. Baker crosses to the middle. Ooh, almost
got a chance.
That's it. He's going to take. All right, our ball.
And we got a slide kick out of bounds.
Baker with the throw in. Goes to Kreiner.
Come on. Oh!
And he goes
Kreiner
down
gets the foul. Just outside the box, though.
Nothing down, you got to do a little acting, too.
Yeah. Well, if anybody, Steve can do it. Now, let's see, Knowles has had some good shots here. That wall has to be 10 yards back, and they may ask for the referee to
step it off.
Yeah, step it off. But he says it's good. He crosses it to the backside. There's a shot.
Oh, whoa. Standing right in the perfect spot, wasn't it?
Looked like Cisco got it off his knee there, and the keeper was lucky and came right up with it.
Courthouse trying to make a sneak attack.
This is Saturday's game was like this for the entire time. Now we got Ryan Hill with the ball. Nice fake. Look at him dribble. Nice ball up line. Pressure again. Knowles come to the ball.
Oh.
Nice stick.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
And we got out of bounds to, I believe, London. 1-1.
Yeah.
They're calling blue ball.
Get up to the flag.
that on the
Oh, they got a ball boy there. They got a ball boy there. Besides, he wants to do that so that
give his team time to set up.
Right. But you don't want to be so obvious that they call you for unsportsmanship.
The official's on top of that one.
Yeah, that's a penalty. He's calling it a penalty, but Leslie actually was playing the ball, and the other kid kind of went over his leg.
Just give him a penalty. We got 14 minutes to go in this contest, and we still have a tie game, 1-1.
On the backside. Too far, too far.
London's been pretty quiet.
Yeah, well.
I'm not talking about the fans.
Yeah. There we
Courthouse,
go.
the cheering section is mostly adults.
Right. We've been at places where we've outnumbered it sometimes happens at home games. The visiting group comes to watch and a little more in number.
Come on now.
Baker with the throw in. Nice ball into Leslie in the center. Flicks it up. And Courthouse clears it. Nice move again.
Wow, who's that?
Yeah, Ryan Hill. He's quick with the feet. Good dribbler. Johnny
Here's where you
Ivano.
got to be aware of the other team sneaking up behind you.
That's exactly it. It's awful hard to do. Johnny taking on two of them. Owen Ryan with the save.
Good move with the goalkeeper.
Oh, that's over the back. He pushed him from behind when they both went up.
We're down to 12 minutes now.
He sets the ball, Baker sets the ball.
Knowles probably comes up to kick.
Take the kick.
Kick it in the goal.
Once they set it with their hands, they have to kick it from that spot. Up, nobody helping him. That's it. Into the corner, to Roach.
Come on, this is it!
Roach with the shot, nice try.
Good try by Roach. Hits the corner of the goal. A little wide right. We still have a score of 1-1.
Beautiful pass by Baker into that what we call the wing area, the right wing. Baker with the touch again.
Oh yeah.
Kreiner.
What was that called?
Sides.
High, dangerous play, high kick.
How can he see that from all the way up?
But he couldn't see that yellow card deal right in front of him.
Oh, he's calling a handball on Hill.
He might be tired. He drove all the way from Zanesville.
Yeah. Oh, he toots the whistle, but maybe he didn't bring a set of cards with him.
10 minutes to go in the contest now.
Leslie controlling the ball.
London on the attack.
Give and go to Leslie.
And it's
just short. Yep. Hill with a good slide tackle. Shellhouse crosses it over to Baker.
Oh yeah, good move. Wow.
Oh, these slide tackles get rough, don't they?
Josh Roach got slide tackle there.
Man.
Yep.
Slide tackle take your legs out of money, won't you?
Right.
Your foot be playing it.
It's legal if you get the ball first and get all the ball, but yeah, but if you get the player, not the ball, and particularly if it
tackle in football,
right, particularly if it comes from behind, you can get carded if you do it too dangerously.
It all looks dangerous.
Yeah. Oh no! He's crazy. Oh, Chin on the nice run on the backside.
And he kicks it out of bounds.
Yeah. Keeps it from being a goal kick, makes them throw it in. But that was a nice run by Chin. And a couple other London players are starting to move on that crossing kick, free kick.
They're hollering go. Get something going here. We got 9 minutes to go.
Courthouse gets a free kick here. Kreiner coming up, plays the ball. Good skills, nice. Oh, tries to get a through ball.
Oh yeah, he lost it.
To Roach. Roach tries to get it out to Baker. Does eventually get it out there by staying with it. Baker saves it. Want to keep it down that corner. Cisco to the ball.
Oh yeah.
Nice play, nice play. Nice shield.
Oh, we got the numbers. We got the numbers. Come on.
Over to Roach. Roach gets a touch on it. Oh.
Oh yeah, slide. Man, that was a roadblock.
Yeah. A roadblock.
Yeah.
Swallowed it.
Right.
Slide and protect.
Yeah, he got his slide there a little bit too soon, and there you go. Johnny Ivano, good defense. Puts the ball into the wing to Baker.
Oh, yeah.
Baker plays it off his head.
Come on, Baker!
Oh, goes for the
Good
cross.
block by number 18.
Baker had chin, and it looked like Shell House there in the middle ready to receive that cross, and we get the throw in instead. But
Time for slipping away.
Ooh, good try.
Chin.
And the bugs are staying right with us. The time's slipping away and the bugs are still eating.
Right.
We're under 8 minutes. I'm about to come out here and spray this whole lot.
Got a goal kick here. Substitution being made on the goal kick. Roach makes the touch. Touches is up. Chin. Ooh. Cisco almost. Knowles plays the ball. Comes up. Goes by the defender.
All right, good kick. Oh.
Out of bounds to Courthouse. Tie ball game, 1-1. We're at the 7-minute mark, 7.5 minutes to go. Looks like a little holding there.
Get it.
You look into those lights long enough, they'll blind you. There's a play where a Courthouse player didn't know that London.
We got a whistle there. Free kick, Washington Courthouse.
Now, what gives you the free kick? What it is?
A foul. It could be pushing or, grabbing the other guy's shirt. Baker coming into the center. Cisco's got it. Feeds it out to Chin.
Oh, come on.
Chin taken down.
Man.
No call. No call. Chin up. Tries to slide tackle back. Yeah, I think he wanted that guy on that. And
I think he did too.
after getting taken down.
He's already got a card, doesn't he?
Oh, man.
There we go.
So you got the soccer fans all sitting on the same side.
Yeah. Yeah, you do.
That's
Well,
there's really no reason for everybody to
they
go
try
over
to
there.
put the benches across, but
yeah.
this is the way it's set up in all international play and college and so forth. And he's still on. 22 is still on sides.
And
Knowles
it's probably
with a good
set up
play.
like this for the inbounds, people coming in.
Hill puts a touch on it, gets it up to Roach. Roach gets taken
Like
out.
a clip.
That should have been a call there too. Knowles with the clear. Cisco plays the ball back to Hill, to Bennett. Bennett still playing the ball up to Roach. Roach feeds to Leslie.
Come on.
Roach plays the ball over
I
to
think we
Chin.
got some tired boys out there.
Oh yeah, they're still moving though. Chin back to Bennett. Bennett sets back to Chin. To Roach. Roach tries to feed a through ball.
That ball comes back out to the hash, 50 yards.
Oh, man.
Oh. I think that was called on
Got a free kick
Hill
here.
or Bennett, one of the two. Neither one's very tall, so makes me wonder how that happened. Baker to the ball. Long one. Bennett with the head ball. Number 3.
I think he wanted to break.
Whacks it out.
Nope,
Yeah.
ball's in too quick. No break here.
Yep. Nope.
Man, time you slipping away.
Yeah.
4.5 minutes to go. Still tied up, Carl.
Brian Knowles will take the goal kick here instead of Owen Ryan.
And it will go out of bounds.
For London. All right, red ball. Came off the hip of the other player. Roach thought it was his fault. Kreiner with the ball. Stevens dribbling.
And we got a whistle. Looked like a push.
Yeah, well, he's getting him for getting his arm in front of the other player and pushing back.
I'll check the tape on that.
Steven has played Premier League ball too here, and there's a lot more of that goes on, and sometimes.
Yeah, he did. He actually did reach around and try to hold him back.
Yeah, kind of get him back
Try
there.
to get in front of him.
You get caught, you get caught. If you don't, you're by the guy.
Problem with that was he's right in front of the
Curly
Curly.
official, wasn't he?
Curly don't miss nothing. He calls it clear across the field.
Man. They get the ball.
Yeah.
3:20, running out of time, Carl. 1-1. That's an awful lot of work for 1 point.
Yeah, it is. It is. You work hard for those goals. They don't come that easy.
We won a basket.
Cross. Bennett with the header out.
Let's get it down their side.
Yeah, they're playing a lot
Roach
of
playing
ball down
defense.
their end.
Bennett, touch on the ball. Bennett still wins the ball. Passes out to Roach. Roach.
Oh, good move.
Yeah. Number 3 had a good move there. Oh, out of bounds. All right.
To London.
That was good defense on London's part there.
Come on.
Cisco with the touch.
Pound that down there.
Knowles.
Get it out there, huh?
Go!
Leslie onto the ball.
Got to get somebody down there with him.
They cross. Oh, miscommunication there. Definitely miscommunication. I think one wanted to pass to the other and put him off. Nice move by Leslie.
Looks like there's a 2 minute.
Yeah, they announce it, but they do at the end of the game, and they might count down the last 10 seconds too. All right.
Come on!
Owen Ryan with the scoop.
Oh, a little confrontation there, huh?
The goalie has that ball, you can't just run into him, so Owen's holding his ground.
Oh yeah, good take that.
Yeah.
Take it with you.
Come on now,
Leslie with the ball,
score.
nice steal.
He's gonna get you back.
Yeah, he tries.
Slip up from behind you.
Yeah! All right.
I don't
London ball.
Kick in for London there, shouldn't it?
Yeah.
Throw it in.
Kreiner with the throw in.
Come on, get up there!
Oh, Baker with the touch.
And the goalie comes out and makes the move.
Hurry up!
We're under 2 minutes now. They've had a 2-minute warning.
Washington Courthouse comes out with a fast break.
Get out of bounds!
Yep.
Hurry
50
up!
seconds, 50 seconds.
Hurry up! Hurry up!
Less than a minute. Back to Knowles.
Down there.
Oh,
Oh, man.
I think Knowles wanted to launch that long.
Everybody getting excited now.
That's an illegal throw. He's got to bring it behind his head before he throws it.
Okay. Still London's ball. We're down to 28 seconds in the count.
28 seconds. London on the move. Touch.
Hurry!
Make kick. Oh!
Knowles traps it. Oh, he's got a kick.
And we got a
What was it?
There seemed to be a foul.
But the clock don't stop.
Ah, man, that's it.
We're going to run out of time.
I don't know here. There's a long boot. Hill with the trap.
Game.
And that's a game.
And we end the game up with a score of 1-1. Well fought game, offense and defense. Really, we had a lot of offense the second half, a lot of defense the first half. So London comes out with a tie out of that game. I want to thank you, Mr. Shellhouse, for helping me out tonight.
Thank you for letting me help you out.
Couldn't have made it possible. Yeah, like
yeah,
I could
drafted,
do it without
you. No, you guys do a good job. I watch football games and really appreciate it.
So this is Gary McNeil and Mr. Shellhouse, along with Carl King, saying good night.